Welcome to Beholder's Eye, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons epic fantasy adventure. My name is Alex, and I'll be your host and Dungeon Master. On the Great Isle, it is a time of religious wars, imperial domination, and an ancient evil reborn. Only one crew can save the world from utter destruction. They are
Margrain Silverbeard, Paladin of St. Eligius.
Zalara Tremez, Wandering Elven Monk.
Gerin Kelsu, High Elf Bladesinger.
Hibonite, the fire-kindled, wandering flameossifier.
Alright, so who wants to tell us what happened last episode?
I can do it. Let's see. On the last episode, we had just finished up fighting the dragon, the wyvern, and we kind of talked to the people that we saved. Just enough to be informed that, hey, you know, the demons had taken a bunch of people and brought them to a barrow that was close by, and that, they're very, very thankful, but Margrain was a little bit antsy and kind of really wanted to go save the people, of course. No other reasons why he would want to charge and get all these people and maybe kill a thing or two. No other reasons. And we went in and we wrecked face, and then we encountered some rather grotesque, giant, gnarly monsters that basically any one of us that they encountered would take us down in one hit. Dropped Zalara, almost dropped Margrain, barely made it out, and we finished up the episode with us kind of having regrouped. Margrain had just broken out of a grapple of one of them and backed back a little bit and healed himself, and Zalara had just been given a potion by Garin, and that's kind of where we left it.
Okay, great. The only other things I would add is you heard a child's voice saying, "Tot, Totemon come." And then Zalara, when she encountered the monstrosities, she was in a room where there was a soldier where railroad pike like spikes through his eyes, and he was screaming, still alive. You escaped, and that's really where we will pick up. The doors open. Margrain just ran through. Go, guys.
Good, you're back, Margrain. I'm glad that you're not dead.
They're right behind me. I've just regrouped. I think we're ready to go back in there and take care of them.
Or we don't deal with those things and come back when we're a little bit better off. Like, I've got some of my spells back.
There could still be people in there.
Yeah, we haven't found any of the survivors. They took 8 people. We have 0 of them right now. And those things are pretty scary. I don't think they'll survive much longer.
But there's no point in adding us to the missing group. Just increase the death count, or we couldn't save them because there were some weird things with mouths for stomachs that fucked us up a lot.
Are they coming out at all?
Yeah, they're ambling.
So, like, are we still in initiative, or kind of? Or
kind of. It depends on how you guys act, and we'll have to re-roll initiative because I didn't think about that, and I took you all out. So,
well, we haven't saved anybody.
I think we should probably save at least one.
Yes, I think so.
I'm really hurt, and I would really like to rest, but I suppose I guess I'll drink some healing potions if you really want to go back in.
Right. You're now really hard to hit, Margrain. You've got this magical bubble that seems to protect you every now and then. Zalara doesn't have that.
I'm going to toss you 2 healing potions, Zalara.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast slow at the monsters, so they will have to make a wisdom saving throw or be affected. And I'm going to bonus action pop up healing potion.
What is the, you said it's wisdom saving throw? What's the target?
16.
Okay, and as they're ambling up to me, I am going to
17.
I am going to use a use of my healer's kit on Zalara. So you get 1d6 plus your level hit points. And I can't use that on you again until there's been a short or a long rest.
Okay, that gives me back up to fighting shape.
Okay, are we still hesitant about this? Do we need any other stuff?
You see them ambling toward you, both just kind of slowly walking. Press me. Me.
All right. These
Can I just take a couple short bow attacks at them from here?
And I'm gonna pop bless.
Yes.
Is gonna be what I'm gonna pop.
Ooh, bless.
Ain't no party like a blessed party. Woo!
Yeah.
How dare you?
So, concentration, bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. You can add a D4 to attack rolls or saving throws.
Nice.
For a whole minute.
I'm going to cast it. It's only 3 creatures, so it's going to be Margrain, Garen, and Zalara, because we're probably going to be up close to the things where they're making grappling attacks and not throwing AoE spells.
So, go ahead and
Short bow it up.
short bow it up.
Rolling well. 7 for my first attack and 19 for the second for 7 piercing.
Okay, so the second one hits, and are you hitting the male or the female?
I don't remember which one we were taking down before. Male,
Did we even hit
probably?
one of the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go for the male? Okay.
Sure.
So you fire it off. The arrow goes into his flabby, fat flesh and just hits it with kind of a squelching sound. Yep. All right. So since you guys are attacking, let's do initiative again.
18.
It's a 6.
20.
Okay. So to start at the top of the order, we've got Zalara.
Okie doke. So, how far away are they currently?
They'd be within 1 move action.
Specifically, how far away are they? Can I run away after I attack is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you'd be able to do that.
Okay, so I will go up to them and attempt to stab. 20.
Yep, that hits. So you run up and start to swing your sword. You do hit with the first blow, and so that'll be a total of 7 points of damage. Now I'm going to need you to, as you enter their space, I'm going to need you to make a con save, DC 15 for me, as their stench overwhelms you.
Constitution is not my high stat. No. 8 plus 3 is not going to make it 15. So.
Okay. So you run into that space, attack once, let you get that one off, and I need you to roll me a 1d4.
Rolling a lot of those today. 3.
All right, so you start retching uncontrollably over the stench. So you are essentially awake but incapacitated for all intents and purposes for the next 3 turns.
3?
What? Man. Okay.
All right, it is your turn, Margrain. You saw Zalara run in. She did a really awesome stab into the male one and then started just violently throwing up, just like, geysers of vomit coming forth.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to run up next to her.
Does that make the terrain hard to traverse?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Slipping on the peas and carrots.
I am going to... I'm just going to hit them with a hammer, honestly. I think...
All right, I'll let you get your first attack off, and then you're going to have to roll a con save for me.
Okay. 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. For 9 bludgeoning damage.
All right, and are you hitting the male or the female?
The one that she was right in front of, so I guess the male.
That would be the male. Okay.
Yep, for 9 bludgeoning damage. And
Okay.
Constitution save, you said? 18.
So the stench hits your nostrils, but you're able to keep, you retch a little, but keep the vomit down.
Okay. Can I get my second attack off then?
You can now, yes.
Okay. 25 for
Hits.
that one. Yep. 9 bludgeoning damage again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action.
Okay.
Going to cast my last spell, Sanctuary, on Zalara.
And what does that do again?
So, warded creature within range against an attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must make a wisdom saving throw and beat my DC, basically.
Okay.
Beat a 14. If they fail it, they cannot attack her.
Thank you.
Okay. And that is
I can't say that
Margrain.
as I'm throwing up uncontrollably, but she's thinking it.
Right.
Yeah.
So they have to either choose a new target. All right. Then we're going to go down to Garen. Your turn. You just saw this mess of things going on right now. What do you do?
Oh, gosh. All right. I'm going to cast Grease so that it hits just the nasties and not Margrain. So they are going to have to make a Dex savings throw, DC 16.
First one makes it with a critical.
Good
Second
God.
one- the female fails though.
All right, so she falls prone.
Okay.
So now the creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a Dex savings throw or fall prone.
Okay.
So I don't think I can do anything else. So I will back up. Or how far away are they from me at this point?
What are you looking for?
I just want to not be within range of them if they come after me.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to back up from them, just with your movement, no problem.
Okay, then I will.
Okay. All right. So now it's the creature's turn.
Good luck, Zalara.
The first one will attack. Open up its big maw, and those multiple green tongues come flying out and try to hit Zalara, which means it will have to make a wisdom save, which it will probably fail. All right, so it rolled an 8. I'm sure that's going to be a failure.
Yep.
And so it chooses a new target. Margrain's right there, so it'll try and tongue attack. All right, so it tries to tongue Margrain, but can't do it. And then it will try once more. 16, I'm sure, is a wild miss.
Yep, miss.
All right, so it's going to end its turn, and then it has to make a, what is it, dex save?
Yes.
Yes.
If
Dex
it's
save,
not moving
or it
out of the
falls
way.
prone. It does not, so it falls prone.
So 2 down.
Now, the female one stands up. There aren't any problems with standing up, correct?
No.
Okay. She stands up, and then she will also attack. She's standing, trying to attack Margrain, which a 19 will miss.
Misses.
And then an 8 will definitely miss. So there are just tongues flying everywhere all around him, and he's just protected by his god.
And then dex save again.
Oh, right. Thank you. And a 20, so she stays standing. Yeah, low center of gravity. All right, your turn, Hibonite.
It's actually good she stays standing, so I can actually try and hit something. I'm going to Firebolt one standing.
Okay.
So that's a 25 to hit.
All right, yeah, that hits, no problem.
17 fire damage.
17 fire damage. Okay, nice.
Or that'll
All
be
right,
me.
she screams. Go ahead. What?
That'll be me. I can't really do anything else.
All right, she screams in pain. And Zalara, it is your turn, but you're throwing up, so it's Margrain's turn.
Okay.
I'll try to turn to the other side.
So
Get out of the way.
Puke on them. So.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast my, to place my Hexblade Curse on the male. So I crit on a 19 instead of a 20, and if he dies, I regain my Warlock level plus my Charisma modifier hit points back.
Wow.
That's very nice. All right.
And then I will attack him.
Okay.
So I get advantage on that, right? Because he's prone?
Yes.
Okay, so that is 22 to hit.
Yep,
For
that hits.
8 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then the next one is a crit for 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Wow. All right, you hit him once, twice, and it splatters into him. He screams out. It is. Are you done?
Yep, that's me.
All right, it's your turn, Garen.
All right, then I will cast Melf's Acid Arrow on the standing one.
Okay. The woman.
24 to hit.
Yeah, it does.
9 acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a save against that?
No, it's an attack spell. So they just, if I hit, they take acid damage, and then they'll take acid damage on the next turn too.
All right, so hit her, and she screams out, and she'll attack the closest thing still, which is going to be Margrain. Has learned her lesson. 17 misses. And 22, I'm guessing, still misses, right?
No, 22 hits.
Can't
Are you gonna
shield.
shield?
No, I've got no more spell slots.
Oh no.
Oh no! All right. Wow. You can try and grapple out of that.
11 for my
13.
athletics. Okay.
Oh. So close.
Yeah, it was close. I rolled crap. All right, so she does bring you in, crunches down, but isn't able to hurt you with the maw. There's a deeper guttural scream that comes out of the maw in her stomach, as well as the from her bloated fat tongue mouth. All right, it is your turn
All right,
now.
so she takes 4 damage,
Okay.
acid damage, and she also has to make a dex save or fall prone.
I like you, Garen.
That's good. All right, she falls prone. Woohoo! All right, that's good stuff. Good stuff, Garen. All right, awesome. All right, so you see her fall prone. She's got her tongues wrapped around Margrain, and he comes crashing down on top of her as well. And now the guy's got to go. So he's going to stand up and going for the closest person. He will try and attack Zalara. Wisdom save. Oh, with a 2, he cannot. Okay, so he's got to find another target, and he sees that you're wrapped up, Margrain, and so he's going to charge out of the barrow and come for our 2 spellcasters, and he can't make it to either one of them, but he is standing outside the barrow now. It is your turn now, Hibonite.
I will try and firebolt. There's one of them standing still, isn't there?
Yeah, there's one standing, and you can't see the one who's in there because he's blocking the way.
23 to hit the standing one.
It hits.
And 15 fire damage.
All right. Screaming in pain, but still standing. All right, it's your turn again, Zalara. No, it's not. All right, it is your All right, Margrain, you're grappled.
Okay, I will try and break out with athletics. 24.
Ooh, I don't think she... All right, you win.
Okay, so I
rolled a 24, so if it meets, it beats.
And then my bonus action will be to take a potion.
Okay. All right, so you stand up. I'm going to need you to make a dex check because there's grease under there.
Yep.
Okay, a dexterity save. So
unless you move out of the way, you still have movement, right?
Yeah, but I would have to move. She would get an attack of opportunity.
Well, she's on the ground though.
But she's
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'll move out of the way. Yeah,
it's at
for sure.
disadvantage, so.
That's true. And she can't hit you anyway.
Yeah, and I regain 8 hit points.
All right. 15 misses. Okay, so she misses on attack of opportunity. Your turn, Garen. You got the big fat man in front of the doorway there.
All right, so I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Interesting.
Pop that up.
What does that do?
So I move like the wind. I don't provoke opportunity attacks. And once before the spell ends, I can give myself advantage on an attack roll. Then that attack does an extra D8 force damage. My walking speed increases by 30.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to I'll still get 10 feet away from it and try to zap it with my whip. And 15.
15 hits.
So that's 5 force damage, 8 slashing, and then I am running. I can run 70 feet right now.
Well, what does it look like when you kill him with your whip?
Ooh, is this the dude?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. So I do 2 quick cracks with my whip and gouge out his eyes with them, and his brains come oozing out of his sockets.
Good
All right.
lord.
The brains come flying out of the sockets. He hits the ground. They pop up in the air and splatter back down on his face. All right. It is your turn now. Hibonite, you can see into the area. Margrain standing has moved back closer to the door. Zalara is on her knees, retching still, and the unfortunately you can see the large mass that is the female creature there, but you're not going to have clear line of sight, so it's partial cover.
It's actually her turn.
Oh, you're right. It is her turn.
And as the guy dies, I get hit points back, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Oh, not if you kill it. Just if he dies.
Just if he dies.
How many hit points do you get?
I get 5 at the moment. So
cool.
Yep.
Well, good looking out for the bad guys, Ben. I was so excited you guys were about to win here. Okay, so she's going to try and stand up and attack Margrain again. 24.
Yep, that hits.
All right, so the tongues hit you and cause 8 points of bludgeoning damage. So that was a crap roll. That was a real crap roll. And then she's going to try and grapple you. Give me a grapple check. You're going to be 22. Or 24, excuse me.
24.
Oh, you met
Nice.
again. All right, so the tongues try and wrap around you. You're able to wiggle your way out and pull away from them as they try and pull back into you. And so then she's going to lash out at you again with the tongue. 20, does that hit you right now?
That's my AC, yeah.
Oh, okay, so she hits you again with her tongue. 12 points of damage. And we have another grapple check. An 11, so beat that.
15.
Okay. All right, so you rolled an 11, and then with the bless, you get another 4. So the 15, St. Allegius is watching out for you here. Okay. Now she needs to make a dex check because she's not moving. 19?
Yep, she beats.
Okay, so she stays standing. All right, now it's your turn, Ryan. Hibonite?
Hit with another firebolt.
Okay.
So 24 to hit.
All right. Yeah.
12 fire damage.
Okay. Anything else?
That's me.
Okay. It is your last turn to be throwing up, Zalara. Margrain, your turn again.
Okay. I am going to hit her with the green flame blade. So I'm assuming a 25 hits.
Yes.
For 8 bludgeoning damage plus another 6 fire damage, and then I'll swing at her again. Does a 21 hit as well?
21 hits.
Okay, for 9 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so what's it look like when you kill her?
Margrain kind of dodges out of the way as she tries to grab him again, and then he swings his hammer into her and just like he brutalizes her face with that hammer. He's kind of amped up, and yeah.
All right, so yeah, you definitely smash your hammer into her face. You're surprised at how her bones seem to be almost gelatin-like, and it just kind of like pops, and all of her brains and brain matter and sludgy bones kind of come out of the ears, and
it's like I'm making jam.
All right, so they're down. You're still hearing the kid singing "Tot Tot Totamon Come," and then you also hear the soldier, or who Zalara would know as a soldier, screaming, still in the next room.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to use my healer ability on me to give me some more hit points.
Sure.
So I'm getting 12 more hit points. Okay, yeah, and I'll down a healing potion too.
Okay,
and I'm gonna. So I move, or if I run, I move at 140 right now. Is that right? Yeah, 140. So I'm going to dash inside, jumping over my grease pit.
Cool.
And see what's going on.
You can't dispel your grease pit?
No. Actually, I don't know. I don't think so.
There's not a time limit on it?
It's a 1 minute, so.
Okay.
Margrain will follow behind him.
Run up to the group and quickly press a dissertation, Zalara.
Thank you.
Run into the
group. Oh my gosh, Hibonite, thank you so much.
It was very distracting, so.
Not only is she not covered by vomit, her breath is minty fresh.
Oh, those creatures were nasty. Ugh. And I'm gonna not look at the creatures and kind of scooch along the edge of the wall.
Okay.
And try to not look at them, but kind of go toward where the man was screaming from. Guys, there's a soldier over here. I don't think he's gonna make it, but we should probably put him out of his misery.
So, are you all following her over?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
guys
guys
go. Anything else here?
Remember, there's the sarcophagus that's in the middle of the room, and then there's that other doorway that's directly across from the entrance. So this is the doorway to the right of the entrance, and then there's one that's directly across from the entrance.
And where's this singing coming from?
Yes, it is very creepy.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
And what is a toddy man?
Well, that's a long story we can catch up on later, but can we try and not release this great evil so we can be one of 4?
That's the idea.
That would be best.
Where's this man, Zalara?
He's in here, and I'll take Margrain into the room.
Okay. So you come into the room, and you all see that there are piles of soldiers dressed in Normir's colors on the ground, disassembled. There's one who is hanging on the wall. He's got spikes through his hands, keeping him cruciform. His legs are attached, but his intestines are hanging out. Blonde-haired guy. He's got pikes through his eyes. And as you enter, you can hear him screaming. And he says, "The mother is trapped between planes. You must release her. You must release her. It's her world. She must own it. Open the 5 locks and she'll be free. The mother must be free. She is trapped between the planes. She is trapped between the planes." And he just keeps saying that over and over again.
He looks like there's probably no saving him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from if you rolled a critical fail on a medical check, you'd still know this guy's done.
Margrain will walk up to him, and you said he's got spikes through his eyes.
Yep.
Pinning him to the wall.
No, they're just in his eyes. They went in deep enough to stay, but not enough to pin him to the wall.
Margrain, Margrain will go, "Theos will reforge you," and then he'll slam his hammer through his head.
Solara's not watching.
Yeah.
All right, you do that, and he just says, "Release." And then it's interrupted as you finish the job.
We should probably talk about your more love of violence recently, Margrain. Not now, but at some point.
That one was required, Hibonite.
I know, it's just, he's probably easy, probably less, I don't know, yeah.
Now's probably not the time. How about
Now's
we
not
keep
the
going?
time to talk about this. There's nothing to talk about anyway, and we need to find if there's any survivors here.
Solara sideways looks at Margrain, but okay, let's go.
What he was saying was very interesting, because from rough idea, I think we've opened 3.
Yeah,
3 of the lot?
not the mother trying to come
Yeah, that's
through.
obviously who his
2.
mother he was talking about.
I think it's only 2 though, right?
Mountain,
Because
2.
There was the mountain, the cathedral, and we saw a light in the air, so I'm guessing 3.
Maybe, I don't know, but let's
We were
see
there
if there's
for
any.
2.
any survivors and where this damn singing's coming from.
Right.
All right,
Yep.
you guys make your way back into the room. One thing, as you guys enter back into the larger circular room, Margrain, you realize you're able to see much better than you've ever been able to before. Before you could only see a few feet in front of your face. As of right now, you're able to see pretty well. Everyone, give me a perception check, except Margrain.
Perception. 22 critical.
9.
18.
Okay, so all of you notice that Margrain's eyes are glowing a bright red.
Margrain? Yeah, how are you feeling, bud?
I'd like if somebody put out that torch. It's rather dark. It's going to give away our position.
Yeah, there's
Here's-
no torch.
Okay.
You know when I said a minute ago we probably need to have a chat? We definitely need to have a chat.
Okay.
Your eyes are kind of glowing.
Is this like a normal, like for Garen, would he think it's just like normal dark vision glow? Or is
No.
this different?
No,
Oh, okay.
this is different.
Okay.
Otherwise,
so
all of our
me-
eyes would be glowing, right?
Yeah.
Mechanically,
know.
Ben, I have superior dark vision.
Okay.
Well,
That is not normal then.
I mean, that kind of sums it up in general, but yeah.
well,
Normal even for you then.
Well, all of us dwarves can see in the dark. It was bound to happen eventually.
How many dwarves suddenly develop it midday, just randomly in their, I'm guessing, adult years?
with glowing
What?
eyes. I've never seen
Yeah.
a dwarf with glowing eyes.
But again, as you said before, should we focus on the area?
Yeah, we should
and then
focus on
focus
figuring
on
where the
weird,
singing is coming
whatever
from and not my
demonic
eyes.
thing that's going on with you is?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to go investigate the sarcophagus, I guess.
Okay, just give me an investigation roll.
That's an 8.
I will
All
also
right.
investigate.
You search
Oh, wait,
around
do
the-
I still have Bless? Is that still
Actually,
going?
yeah, you should, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be.
Hasn't been that long.
10.
Nice. So yeah, I mean, it's a sarcophagus. It looks really heavy. You see some runic writing on there that is of an ancient tongue. You can tell it's kind of the tongue that common comes from, but it's obviously an older tongue, older version of that. And it just says, "This here lies Eurus."
Do we know who Eurus is?
Yeah, this is Eurus's barrow. He was the
No, I mean,
hero.
but do we know who he was?
Give me a history check.
All of us?
Whoever wants to.
9.
15.
All right, Hibonite, you would know that Eurus was a warlord in the time before Thalmor was united. He was known to help stop the evil western, or I guess eastern expansion of the elves, and he protected human settlements at that time. And that's really what he was known for. He was a great warrior who was able to save his people from, as they would have written it at the time, the demonic elves, which came from the west.
So do we still hear the singing going on?
Oh yeah, that's still going on.
Does it sound like it's coming from anywhere, or is
It sounds like it's coming from that other room you haven't explored.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There were stairs going down. Is that going down to the sarcophagus?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a couple of steps down to the circle, and in the middle of the circle
Is
is
the
the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Right.
Just making sure there's nothing else.
Can I use my divine senses as a paladin to be able to see if there are any, celestials, fiends, or undead within 60 feet of us?
Yeah.
Cool. Are there any?
There are not.
Okay, cool.
Margrain, the anvil at the cathedral back in Kringle Falls, that was from before, like, the family was founded, wasn't it?
That was
It was like
Saint
super
Eligius's.
old. Yeah.
That was Saint Eligius's anvil.
Okay. Because this is, again, a really old place, and these guys are appearing again. Oh, there's no...
Yeah, the only thing I know is it belonged to him, and when I met Saint Eligius, he used it to help me forge the red silver into my armor.
Only reason I bring it up is this place is super old, like the cathedral, like that place. They're using it possibly to unlock another one of those locks that guy was just talking about. And last time there was that dimensional blipping, multiple eye, cursing creature. So we should probably be careful when we go through the next door.
I'm always careful.
Yeah, I like you said, we're having a conversation later about this. So let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll open the door. I'll go
All right.
first.
Stand 30 feet behind him.
As am I.
I have your
I'll
back.
be right next to him. What the heck?
All right, you open the
Or right
door.
behind.
Now, the first thing you notice is that there is torchlight coming from a room beyond the hall that you see. The hall slopes down a little bit and has a slight curve to it, so you can't see what's going on. You can hear the singing coming from there. Once again, it sounds like a young child. And now that the door's open, you're able to hear some whimpering, and it sounds like a man is just crying out but has given up.
If I walk in, can I see him?
Are you just so you just blatantly walk around the corner?
Of course, yeah.
Okay. So you walk in and you see it's a square room. There are a couple of open burial holes basically built in the wall. There are 4, 2 on each side. In the middle is a large stone slab. Behind it you see red-skinned with bright flaming red eyes. It looks like a young girl, maybe about 10 years old. She's the one singing. Deep black hair. She looks like one of the scribes that you'd fought before. The biggest difference is 1, it's female, and 2, it's a girl. On the table, there is a man. She's carving runes into his chest. You also notice that there are 4 of the red-skinned soldiers, Muradhol's soldiers. Looks like you assume immediately that they've been recently converted, standing there. And she looks up at you as you come in and says, "Why are you interrupting the ritual? Please leave. We're here to help the people."
Counter offer and I firebolt her.
I agree with this counter offer.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
a
open with
critical
Eldritch
27
Blast.
for 30 damage.
Can I simultaneously short bow?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. 27, so yeah, that hits for sure.
So it's a critical for 30 damage. So I hope it hits.
Awesome.
That's a 17 to hit.
Okay, and a 17 will miss.
Oh.
It comes close to her, but flies over her shoulder. She's wearing very ornate clothing, more ornate than anything you've seen before. Her eyes get extremely tense, intensely red, and give me initiative, everyone.
I bet the book in her ribcage is brilliant.
Books that come out of kids are better than regular books.
9.
4.
19.
20. Well, the kids' books versions are always better.
Yeah, maybe it's got more pictures.
That'd probably help us a lot more as well.
Actually,
it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, in your illustrated guide to summoning a demon lord, right?
Absolutely.
Illustrated guide to the apocalypse, yeah.
Or to the whole ritual thing that they're trying to do to bring all these demons, you know.
And it's probably nice and sturdy because it's got those big, thick cardboard pages. and like as you go through, you know, it's got a picture. Press this button.
Yeah, the side
This,
effect,
you know.
I was just about to say.
When you destroy the hammer, it fucks everything up. You know.
The tortured man says. Oh,
We are
God.
the
When
worst
you're
children's
carving
book
runes
authors.
in the chest, clap your hands.
All right. All right, so first of the turn order again is Zalara.
Okay, so room setup wise, there's the table in the middle, and she's standing directly behind it.
Yep, she's standing directly behind it, obviously on some kind of structure.
Okay,
one
and
thing
then-
I did not mention, and I apologize, is behind her on the back wall, back from you, yeah, there is a large hole. Looks like it's been bored into the wall, probably about 10 feet in diameter. So yep, that's it.
Is there
That's good
anything,
to know.
like, does it look like it's connecting to something, or does it just a hole that...
It looks like there may be some kind of, from what you can tell, there's like some kind of tunnel back there, but you can't see very much beyond it. It obviously slopes down.
So then off to the sides of the table, there's 4 other things, or where are they?
On either side, yeah, there are just built into the walls.
Oh, they're
there
laying
are-
down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so they are not currently
Oh, wait, no,
up
I didn't
and
understand what you
attacking.
were asking. Yeah, there are 5 of the soldiers. You mean the soldiers?
Whatever there is to attack, Alex, let me know what my options are.
You asked about the room setup, so yeah, there are 5 soldiers in the room as well.
Okay.
On either side.
What is currently closest to me if I'm right behind Margrain?
If you're right behind Margrain, she's going to be closest to you.
She is? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to stab her.
All right.
I don't like that sound, but okay. That's a 24 to hit for 3 piercing.
Okay. 24 to hit for 3 piercing. So you hit her, and then she is able to.
She's gonna like hellish rebuke me. Oh, good.
Quick as lightning, you hit her, and it obviously causes some damage. She immediately reacts by whipping a warhammer out that you hadn't seen before, a two-handed thing that doesn't look like she should be able to wield it, and pops you for 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fun. I don't like you. And I'm going to second attack. This is probably a bad idea, but here we go. Oh, that's not going to hit though, even if I get a, yeah, that's an 11 to hit. Swing my sword, but I've just been smacked with a warhammer, so my aim is off. And then bonus action, I'm going to step back. Do I have any key points? I do still have key points. I'm going to spend a key point and do... I'm going to patient defense, which basically takes dodge and gives me dex saves, and then I will step back behind Margrain.
Okay. All right. So you step back, and all right, she'll try and swing at you, or do you not? I'm sorry, you said with the defense, she doesn't get an attack of opportunity. Well, she misses. All right. So yeah, she swings and misses. So all right, it is now your turn, Hibonite.
I'm gonna throw another Firebolt at.
Fireball.
That's a 16.
16 misses.
And that's me.
Okay. All right. Now it's the soldier's turn. All right. So one comes up, and since Margrain's leading the way, try and attack. 17 misses.
Yep.
Okay. Attack again. 24 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So that's the first one. Another one will come up and attack. 22.
Yep, hits.
Hits. Take 8 points of slashing damage. Since he's in range of one of his buddies, you're going to take another 4 points of damage from martial advantage. Going to swing again.
Okay.
13 misses. Third one comes up and swings at you once again. Misses. 20
hits.
Okay, 20 hits. Take 8 points of damage plus another 7 points for the martial advantage.
Okay.
All right. And
so
then
that's me at 3 hit points.
Fourth one comes up and swings at Zalara. 15.
It's still at disadvantage if she's in defense.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
you're right.
disadvantage,
So,
but it doesn't hit me.
Okay. So he swings at you, misses wildly, and falls to the ground prone.
Nice.
Next one comes up and swings at you, 18 with disadvantage.
That does hit, yes.
Okay, take 8 points of slashing damage, and then another 4 points of martial advantage. Swings at you again. 23 hits, take 5 points, and then take 7 points of the martial advantage. So that's another
Down.
12.
I'm done.
Okay. I am going to pop my channel divinity for rebuke the violent.
Okay.
It is a wisdom saving throw of 14. If he fails, he takes all of that damage. If he passes, he takes half of it.
Okay. 13, so takes it all. All right. So in doing that, divine energy rips through him. He screams and falls over dead.
Okay. That was useful.
All right. Garen, it's your turn.
Okay, so what is the distance between her and the soldiers that just attacked?
Well, the soldiers are all in front of her. It's still going to be within one movement between them. What are you trying to do?
So I want to get all of them within a 30-foot circle.
Oh, yeah,
Can I do
that's possible.
without getting us.
No, you can get them all except the one who's prone on the ground right now.
So I can't just center the...
No, because he's basically behind. Zalara said she ran behind Margrain, so he came up from the side and would be behind Margrain as well. So it's basically Margrain. You got 3 people up front, and then one's kind of a little bit behind him.
Oh, okay. Well, so everybody but the prone guy then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can get all of them. Okay, then I cast Hypnotic Pattern. They all have to make a wisdom check. Let's hope this one works. DC 16. Oh, it didn't pop up, but it's a 16.
Soldiers critically fail.
Nice.
And
so,
sorry, you said it's wisdom DC 16?
yeah.
Okay. She does make it exactly.
Okay, so the ones who failed, they are charmed, they are incapacitated, and have a speed of 0
Nice.
for a minute.
Very nice. Okay.
Attack the woman, not the soldiers.
Got it.
The girl. And Is that a bonus action? I don't think it is, but no, it's a full action. All right, I am done and officially out of 3rd level spells.
Okay, so it is her turn, and after seeing what's gone on here, Hibnite, in your head, you do hear her voice say, "Cousin, why do you have my brothers in your backpack? Why do you carry them around? Release them. Join us."
I would know that's a message, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Should respond. How about no?
She says, "Then you are a traitor to your race. You are a traitor to the true owners of this world." So she then disappears in a puff of smoke.
Can I tell if that's an actual dimension door disappearing, something?
Sounds like a misty step.
Yeah,
you
guys would know it'd be like a misty step. I think all of you have seen that enough at this point to know that.
Okay, so that's like 30 feet movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably in a tunnel.
Okay.
Solara continues laying on the floor.
Zalara, as you are unconscious, you hear the beating of a heart. It's intense in your ears and comforting, and you recognize it as the heart that you saw in the tree in the druidic forest. And you hear a voice in your head that says, "Zalara, it is I, Shamhara. I am the earth. I am nature. You saw into my heart once. You are helping to destroy these parasites on my planet. Join me. Walk with me." And in front of you, you see a giant green glen. It just kind of opens up. In front of you, you see a waterfall, peaceful. You hear birds chirping, butterflies flying, and you see her, Shamhara, sitting cross-legged under a tree. She opens her arms to you. Says, "Take my hands and join me, Zalara."
I run up to her. Can I hug her?
And she hugs you back, and as she does, you become intertwined. She reaches around you with her whole body, and it's like feeling warm grass around you. You feel at one with all nature. You're one with the entire planet. You feel all life. Life under the water that you didn't know existed, life in the sky, and it all seems one and beautiful. And that's what we'll call the episode. So what was going on there? And we're going to do this at the end instead of the beginning. Everybody leveled up from level 7 to 6. Level 6 to level 7.
I mean, I'll take 8, actually.
I'll jump to 8.
I don't know why, I can't
to
remember
8.
that. So why don't we have, we'll start since, Kim, we ended with you doing that. Why don't you tell us what's going on?
So I'm going druid. Surprise!
Wow, okay. I was thinking like warlock.
Nah, warlock's been
that
done.
makes much more sense. So.
Yeah, so I'm taking first level of druid, and I will be a caster now, basically. So that's gonna be super fun. Do y'all want to know like all of my spells and stuff, or?
Well, why don't you? Have you choose a circle at the first level, or
No.
how does that
I think
work?
that's 2nd level.
I don't get a circle yet.
Okay.
So I get to. I was going to ask you how this is going to work as far as learning Druidic, because I'm supposed to know just the Druid language. Can it just be absorbed into me since I've now embraced my god?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I get magic, basically. So.
Okay, cool. Margrain, you're the other one who we addressed this episode with the eyes turning red. So.
Yep. Well, Margrain took yet another level of Warlock. So with this, he gets Eldritch Invocations. One that he took, obviously, is Devil's Sight. So he has Dark Vision of 120 feet and can see even in magical darkness. He also took Relentless Hex, which does, I think I'll let that come up as it comes. For those of us who know what it does, though, it's going to be pretty cool when I get to use it. So yeah. Other than that, I got to have an extra Warlock spell. So with that, nice. I took Arms of Hadar, which is a pretty good spell. So some tentacles going on. That's it for Margrain. We'll see how this goes.
You boys and your
right.
tentacles.
And then Ryan, you want to tell us anything that happened with him and I?
Yeah, so 7th level isn't massive for sorcerers. I gain an additional sorcery point, which I've actually just re-looked up sorcery points, and I've really been underusing them because I'm an idiot. So much so. But I also gain my 4th level spells, so I've taken Dimension Door as my first one because I like to be able to get away from things.
Nice.
And Alex likes to throw really nasty things at us.
All right, and Ben, we don't really know Garen, but still let us know what's happened.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am a wizard. I Blade Singer by subclass, but I'm a wizard, and that's why I get wizardy things. So I get hit points, and I get my first 4th level spell. Actually, I get 2 of them, and one of them I'd never heard of until yesterday. It's called Otiluk's Resilient Sphere. So basically, I can create a hamster ball for someone, and they can become immune to everything.
It's amazing.
Yes, please.
And the only thing that really breaks it is a disintegrate ray, or disintegrate something, or a like dispel magic. So it could either be used to push someone off of the battlefield, either on offense or defense. So when Zalara goes down again, it'll be really useful. And then I was going to take Polymorph because it's just an awesome spell, but I decided to go with another more wider ranging control spell. So I took Ice Storm because it's no concentration required. I can do pretty good damage, and it makes difficult terrain and stuff like that. So it's I like
Pretty
that.
sure I
took
used that
one.
against you guys in the alleyway whenever Margrain's sister got killed and jacked you guys up pretty bad. So it's very powerful. Okay, so yeah, we'll see next episode how you guys actually use it, and we'll take it from there. So I don't know how to end it. We're done. Yay. Thanks for listening to episode 53 of Beholder's Eye Backpack Brothers. If you enjoy what we do, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever podcast app you use. It helps us out immensely. If you leave us a 5-star review, we'll read it on the air. Be sure to check us out on Twitter at Beholder's Eye Pod and our website, beholderseyecast.com. You can follow Ryan, who plays Hibonite, at Duff the Third, Ben, who plays Garen, at Miro4D2, Kim, who plays Alara, at Metzgirl, and Sam, who plays Margrain, at Samslot007. Thanks, and we'll see you next week. Editing performed by Sam Canary. Music from filmmusic.io. Curse of the Scarab, Our Story Begins, Giant Worm, Malicious, Lords of the Land, Fresh Air, all by Kevin MacLeod. Incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 licenses. creativecommons.org/licenses/by/4.0/. All sound effects by Zapsplat.com.